Good day, grade 10 students. Today I'm going to discuss the first lesson under grade 10 math, week number 5, which is about problem solving involving arithmetic and geometric sequence and series. So this is the first example. This problem is entitled Excuse Me. Noah and Zach have put up a lemon juice business and their profit per month are summarized in the table below. For the month of January, their profit is worth 10,000 pesos. For the month of February, it's 10,500. And then for the month of March, 11,000. And for the month of April, 11,500. The monthly profit is shown here in the bar graph. What have you noticed on each term? Yes, each term is added by a fixed number and that is 500 pesos. From these terms, what kind of sequence is shown? Yes, it is an arithmetic sequence. If the pattern continues, how much would be the profit for the month of October? Now, since we already identified that this is an arithmetic sequence, we are going to focus on the formulas for the arithmetic sequence. But what is really asked in this question? Yes, it is for the profit for the month of October, which is the 10th term in this sequence. Therefore, the formula we are going to use is the formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, which is given by a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, let's start solving. So, we start by writing the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Now, from the given information, what is our first term? Yes, the first term is 10,000 pesos. How about the common difference? The common difference is 500. And since we are looking for the 10th term, the value of our n is 10. Now, let's substitute these values. So, a sub 10 equals, the first term is 10,000 plus, our n is 10 minus 1 times the common difference, 500. Then, next step is to subtract the numbers inside the parentheses. So, you just copy 10,000 here, and then 10 minus 1 is 9. Then copy 500. What is the next step? Yes, the next step is to multiply 500 and 9. So again, copy 10,000 and then multiplying 9 and 500 is 4,500. And finally, we add these numbers. 10,000 plus 4,500 is 14,500. That is the 10th term. Therefore, on the month of October, the profit will be 14,500 pesos. If the pattern continues, how much would be the total profit for the whole year? So this time, we are asked for the total profit for the whole year, which means we are to find the arithmetic series, or the sum of the terms from the first month up to the last month of the year. Remember that we have two formulas for the arithmetic series. The first one is given by S sub n is equal to n over 2 bracket first term plus the last term. But this one can only be used when we know the first term and the last term. Now, the profit for the first month of the year is 10,000. But do we know the profit for the last month of the year, which is December? No, it is not given. So we're not going to use this formula. We are going to use the second formula, which is given by S sub n is equal to n over 2 bracket 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Because from the given, we know the first term, which is 10,000, and also the common difference, which is 500, and n, which is the number of months in a year. Alright, so let's start solving. So our n is 12, because there are 12 months in a year. And then, of course, our first term again is 10,000. And our common difference is 500. So let's start the solution by writing the formula. S sub n is equal to n over 2 bracket 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Then let's substitute these values. So we are looking for the sum of the 12 terms, or the profit from the first month up to the 12th month. So substitute n is 12 over 2, and then bracket 2 times the first term, which is 10,000, plus our n is 12 minus 1 times the common difference, 500. What is the next step here? Alright, we can divide 12 and 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then, we can also multiply 10,000 and 2. 10,000 times 2 is 20,000. And then, we can also answer these numbers inside the parentheses, 12 minus 1, which is 11. And then just copy 500. Next, we can multiply 11 and 500. So just copy the other terms. Then, 11 times 500 is 5,500. Then the next step is to add these numbers. Alright, so adding these numbers will give us 25,500. So copy 6, and then the sum is 25,500. And lastly, we are going to multiply these numbers. 25,500 times 6. And it is equal to 153,000. Alright, that is S sub 12, or the sum of all terms or profit for the whole year or within the 12 months. So the final answer is 153,000 pesos. Let's not forget to write the unit. That's it. Alright, so that's the end of the first example. Let me share you a quote from Conan O'Brien. If life gives you lemons, make some kind of fruity juice. The lemons represents the sourness in our life or the difficulty. So if life gives you some hardships or problems, make some kind of positive things out of it. Thank you.